Ghana called me, really did, because as I spoke to you earlier, I never wanted to come to Africa ever, and I need to be truthful about that. Africa never appealed to me. Why? Because of the narrative of Africa. Malaria, I'm going to die from malaria, the diseases, people are starving there. There's nothing there to help me live my life. So I'm like, I don't want to go to Africa. And so then I just said, you know what, I'm going to do this. I started, what it was that really helped me make the decision was all of you great YouTubers, including you, Kwaminat, that I was watching and I was seeing, and I'm mentioning you because I'm here with you, but
Welcome to Kwaminat TV again. Today I'm here with a beautiful woman, an understanding. And before I'll say anything, kindly subscribe to Kwaminat TV. Those who are not part of Kwaminat TV, subscribe and let us tell our story. Subscribing to Kwaminat TV and sharing it is just about you also telling the part of your story. Because when I bring the story out and you share it, you are also telling the story. African story is not for one person. We all have to tell Africa story. We all have to come together and share the story.
Kwaminat TV, promoting African businesses home and abroad. Kwaminat TV, the best and the full way to sell your brand to the world. Kwaminat TV, promoting African business.
I'm here with
Cicely.
Cicely.
Yes.
A wonderful woman and a beautiful woman we met on the platform. I could say that. Yeah, she called me one day, hey, Kwaminat, I want to see you. I said, why not? I would love you to come and tell me your story. Share your experience in Africa and also the other part of the world. What we do is Kwaminat TV promote African businesses home and abroad and also talk to intellectuals, entrepreneurs, diasporas, entertainment people, and share African story. What Africans we are liking is to share our story, is to showcase our businesses, is to tell our story to the other people. When you go to the Western world, they spend millions on media to tell their story to us, to sell their story to us. What are we doing? We also have to sell our story to them. And to do it, it's not me alone. It's about you, me, and we all together. That is why I'm sitting down here with Cicely, for her also to share her story, what experience she has gained here in Ghana, both positive and negative, in Africa, because Cicely lives in 2 African countries. But she will tell herself. Thank you, sister.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. I'm going to call you Kwaminat.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it. I love it. That's my name anyway, the youngest old boy. So, Cici.
Yes.
I know you, but the audience don't know you. So you just, I give you the platform to, introduce yourself to the people.
Sure.
Yeah.
So my name is Cicely, and I was originally born in the UK. And then I moved and I lived a very long time in the United States. So then last year, I was talking about how Spirit just called me to come to Ghana. And I didn't understand what it was all about, but I followed it. It sort of came, then it left, and it came back again. I said, I need to listen to this. And everything I needed to do availed itself to me as it relates to my visa and different things that I needed to get here. And it was an easy process because people were amazed that I was able to get on a plane, when everything was going on with what was running around at the moment, the pandemic. And I was able to get through. Yes, I was able to get through that situation and arrive here in Ghana. So I'm going to rewind a little bit because in the United States, I was telling Kwaminat that I was a TV host there, but everything got shut down when the pandemic started, but I was actively engaging in that. And I had a business. It's still active, and I'm utilizing it now, where I do life coaching and workshops, retreats, seminars, and providing. Even I did that when I was in America. That I was doing some coaching with teachers in Ghana. I did some remote. Yes, I did a nice session. They really loved it and they enjoyed it.
On Zoom meeting or something like this?
Yeah. So I was doing that. So I've been doing those kinds of things, and I'm very active as it relates to working with the human mind. Kwaminat said, "Are you in psychology?" I said, "Yes, I have my degree in psychology because I've worked with children who have deficits in certain areas as it relates to autism and those kinds of things. So I've had expertise in those areas. So I did early childhood. I have a degree in early childhood education and a degree in psychology because that aspect really intrigued me, and I wanted to, because I love the human mind and I like to work with the human mind. So that's Cicely in a very tiny nutshell, but there's a whole lot about me.
Yeah, we're going to get there.
Okay.
And if we don't finish today, we'll continue.
Okay, that's fine by me. Mm-hmm.
So, Cicely.
Yes.
You were born in UK. Mm-hmm. Moved to America. All those two countries are beautiful. Mm-hmm. Everything there is fantastic. System works. Mm-hmm. Why Ghana? It's one of the questions that I always ask by.
Why Ghana? Yeah. Right. As I say, Ghana called me, really did, because as I spoke to you earlier, I never wanted to come to Africa ever. And I need to be truthful about that. Africa never appealed to me. Why? Because of the narrative of Africa. Malaria, I'm going to die from malaria, the diseases, people are starving there. There's nothing there to help me live my life. So I'm like, I don't want to go to Africa. And so then I just said, you know what, I'm going to do this. I started, what it was that really helped me make the decision was all of you great YouTubers, including you, Kwaminat, that I was watching and I was seeing, and I'm mentioning you because I'm here with you, but I watched them all. And I got something from each one on how to manage myself once I got to Africa. The light goes out. Okay. Sometimes you don't get water. Okay. And just adapting. The good thing about me and what it was appealing to me is that I am vegan. So I love the fact that I can go to the market and get my fruits and vegetables fresh and eat, and I'm happy. So that was good for me. Whereas in America, I'd have to go and get my organic vegetables and fruits, and it can get quite costly. Because someone said, isn't being a vegan cost? No, it's not. Not in Africa, it's not. No. Because everything is availed to you. So to me, that was appealing. And I always knew that as I got older, that I was going to retire in somewhere in heat, because cold was not a friend of mine. And so I thought it was going to be like Arizona, and these are the places, somewhere warm and dry. And no, once I got over that fear, someone reminded me this morning, he said, remember you was telling me about malaria? I said, let me tell you, I was scared about going to Africa and getting malaria and stuff. But I said, guess what? I didn't get malaria. So I was able to transform the mind and say I would be all right. And guess what?
And you're all right.
I'm all right. No problems whatsoever.
That's it.
Yes.
You see, let me just put this in. Sometimes our mindset, I'm talking about even Ghanaian diasporas. I had some friends that they say, oh, I cannot live anymore in Ghana. You were born here, grown up probably to the age of 25 before you went over there. And you've been there for 30 years. Right. And why can't you live in your own country again? Exactly. So it's sometimes some of the mindset that people create. I had a friend that called me 4 days ago. We met in Germany early 90. And he called me and he said, hey, Kwame, where are you? I said, well, I'm still in Ghana because he came last year. So we're here in January. He left. And so, are you still in Ghana? I said, yes, I'm still in Ghana. I said, hey, you mean it? That's where you want to stay? I said, yes, that's where I want to stay. I live from here to that place to look for green pastures. And I'm back home. That's it. Whatever I got, I'm back home. Whether I have it or not, I'm back home. That's it. I take 20 cities, I can eat for the whole day.
So he said, what about if you are sick? I said, there's doctors here. Doctors are living from here.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Because I had situations where I was not feeling well. Because remember, I was telling you, I go in the chochos and I've got in the back of the chocho and
you say your back.
My back, because I've had several injuries with my back. And I went to the doctor, and within 1 hour, I saw the doctor, I had an X-ray, and I had a CT scan. And I paid 150 cedis. And I was if I was in America, I would have to wait months, and it will cost a fortune, and I would have to wait months for an appointment to get that CT scan. But within an hour, and the care and attention was fantastic. And look at me, I'm okay now, but I was in a lot of pain. And that was one of the things I was scared of. I thought that if I get sick, I'd have to run to America. Not necessary.
Yeah, because our politicians are running there.
The care and attention is right here in Africa. I feel that my care here has been better than it's ever been. Even my glasses, I'm proud to show I had to get glasses while I was here. My eyes were being blurry. And I went to see the optician, and he was telling me, ophthalmologist, and so he looked at my eyes. This I've never heard in my entire life. He said to me, "You're well, you don't have diabetes." I said, "How do you know?" He said, "Your eyes tell me that." I said, "You mean it took me all this time to know that your eyes could tell you? My eyes can tell you that I'm well." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Nobody has ever told me that yet."
Wow.
And so what happened was, and I've actually got glasses that really work, because the glasses before were not working for me and I wouldn't wear them. And so these now, he said the right eye is stronger than the left eye. And you can actually, I could see it in my pictures. I'm saying, what is wrong with my eye? So basically, I've got a great pair of glasses now. I went to see him. He looked at my eyes, and I was concerned because they're two different strength lenses. Perfect. I can see perfectly, and I've got my glasses, and I'm good. 150 cedis. I saw the ophthalmologist, and I'm good to go. For the first time ever, I'm good to go.
You see? So why will you think that when you are sick, you cannot be cured here? So that's why, you see, we have a certain mindset that even our own rich, big men, mostly the politicians, they run to the other side. That I'm telling you, I have a friend that I know that works in Kolobu. You know, other African country presidents, prominent people are coming to Kolobu to treat themselves. Why are we going over there?
I can tell you it's not necessary.
It is not.
The experience, like I said, I've had that experience before, and in other parts of Africa, as we may talk later, that I'm happy about the care and attention that I am getting in Africa. I don't need to run to America. There's no need for me to do that.
Keep watching Kwaminat TV, like, subscribe, and share. And as I said, the moment you subscribe, give us thumbs up, leave comments on every video that we do. Your comment, your like, your subscription help us to grow, and also keep us to still tell African story just like the way we are doing here. And also, if you want to tell your story, even if you are in abroad and you want to tell your story, we can do on Zoom calling or StreamYard, or I mean, there's so many ways to do it. You can just call Kwaminat TV, send me email at kwaminattv@gmail.com. Go to the website, kwaminattv.com, Instagram, everything is Kwaminat TV. It's just easy way to communicate. Yeah. Then link up and let's talk. Let's share our story, as I said. Let's share our story to the other people. We had enough of Western story. Now let's tell African story to the Western. And I'm telling you, the little that you will do will educate someone, will encourage someone. It could also discourage someone, but at least we will get someone educated. Keep watching Kwaminat TV.
Beautiful, I like that.
Now, as you are in Ghana for a year, what are you exactly doing? You can't be saying that, okay, I'm in Ghana just chilling. I don't think you are chilling.
No.
The way you even managed to get to the studio, I can see that you are not chilling. You want to mingle yourself through the locals.
Yes.
How does it feel? Because you're using trotro. Not all the diasporans are using trotro. I'm honest with you. I spoke with someone, he never used trotro before. What are you doing? Tell me what you are doing here.
So I made the decision that I was going to, if I'm going to live in Africa, I need to live like an African. I'm not going to live like I'm still in America, because then I'm going to be set up to be fail myself. And you see quite a few of them have returned who have come here because they are living the Western life in Africa. It's not the way to go. Because my thing is, I might as well stay there. Why am I coming here if I want to live like that?
That's it.
So my thing, I wanted to get to know, live with Africans, live like an African, and that means going to the local markets and buying their food. Also going on the chocho and enjoying the wonderful things that happen on the chocho, whatever that is. And if you say arguing over 50 peswe or one city, whatever, just go with the flow.
And the chocho driver will shout.
Exactly.
Is someone going to stop here?
I'm enjoying it. I'm having so much fun. I'm living in the community too. So that's why I'm able, as I shared with you, I'm in Sumanya, and I have an office and a home space there in Sumanya. And that's right there with the people. And also here in Accra, up there in McCarthy Hills, I'm living in a place where all Ghanaians, I'm the only diasporan there.
Wow.
And they receive me and they love me. And when I go, they say, go and come back. And when they see me, they say, welcome every time. Like it's the first time they've seen me. And it's beautiful.
Akwaba.
Akwaba, every time they see me, Akwaba, yes.
Akwaba.
And so it's nice. I love that. The other day I came with all these bags. I didn't have to say anything to the young lady. Saw me. She dropped what she's doing. She picked up these 2 bags and took it.
Auntie, let me help you.
Nothing I said to her. And this is what I'm enjoying. So I'm not having any.
Are you going to get that one in when you live in the West?
No.
Someone will come and just get your bag. Even the kids that lives around you, your neighborhood, will not even look at you.
No. So this is what, as you said, the mindset, what I've created for myself. I've created this wonderful living for myself here in Ghana because I said I want to be with them, I want to live with them, and I want to experience them. No water, no electricity. You just get on with it. It's like
if the people can live in, why can't you live?
Exactly. So when there's no water, I get my bucket and do what I got to do. And I know the routine. I prepare. If there's no water, the bucket of water is there for me. That's it. If there's no electricity, okay, I can't do with no electricity today. So I decided that's what I wanted to do. Because to be honest with you, Kwaminat, we've seen how the world is. It doesn't matter whether in Africa, whether in the UK, or whether in the United States. The time is going to come where there will be no electricity. There will be no water. So now I'm already prepared for that. So it will not. So I'd rather be prepared for that in Africa as opposed to be having to deal with that there, because it's not going to be pretty because they're not used to it.
Yeah.
So now I'm used to it. I'm one step ahead in Africa. So there's the difference.
You mentioned something about office. You still haven't told me what you are doing here.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So I retired, early retirement. And so basically what the YouTubers had said that when you don't come to Africa for a job, to look for a job.
Yeah.
You're not going to find it.
No.
And you're also going to be taken away from them. They need the work. So you need to create something, is what I heard. That really stuck with me. So I came with that mindset. So I'd met someone I'd known for some time. I'd been communicating with him on YouTube for quite some time, Facebook for about 4 years. And so I knew that coming here, and I met him and stuff like that. So he had talked about creating this NGO. He's been doing things in the community for years. He's been doing something with Ubuntu, I am because we are, and doing tours and stuff like that. But he wanted to make things more official. So I heard him and I said, absolutely, I will do that. So we created this NGO called Kwaba Spiritual Liberation Pilgrimage.
Akwaba Spiritual
Liberation Pilgrimage. So that pilgrimage is, we want to invite anybody, whoever they are, to come to Ghana, and we take them around all in certain places. We got people in certain places in Ghana, whether it be Takoradi, Cape Coast, Accra, Sumanya, all of those places. And you even gave us, you said go up to
the north.
To the north.
Go up to the
Tamale.
Tamale, go up to Sunyani,
Right,
and on
Sunyani.
those areas. Those places are the farming areas, mostly the egg poultry farms and all those. It's a place to go. There's a lot of places to go here.
Exactly. So we want to. So that I know that will materialize. You're saying it, so you're saying it for a reason. So basically, that's what we're going to do. We are going to. We set it up. I actually went these past few days. I went to Takoradi and Cape Coast to see. Like when people come, I need to experience it. I'm not going to say come, and then
that's it. You need to go and experience it before that you can bring any other people
exactly.
there. Yeah.
So that was my motto. So I had them take me around on a tour to these places, and so I had a very good time. They did a great job, and so that's what we're doing. But in that, as I shared with you, there is a social responsibility piece to it.
Okay.
So you're not just going to come and tour around and have a good old time and go back. No. So you're not coming to Africa to take from Africa and for Africa to
just
heal
enjoying,
you.
yeah.
Or for Africa, this is why a lot of people fail too. They come thinking they're going to get a healing in Africa. No, it has to be a mutual thing. So as you get, you must also give. There needs to be this mutual kind of exchange.
Yeah.
So as they come, they will go to, I went to a school in Cape Coast, so that will be one of the schools that they will tour. And I'm going to be working with the school virtually, with the teachers. I met with all the students. It was very lovely. I did a donation with the school. So I'd like for people to come and do that as well.
Okay.
And also we had a prison reach out because we have a social media presence on Facebook. And someone said, oh, they'd be great. You know, they knew Asari is his name here in Ghana. And they reached out and the prison called him. And so we went to the prison. We donated some soaps and stuff to the men's prison, and to the women's prison they're making fans. So I got some of them and I'm going to distribute the fans. And what we want to do too, another piece to it, is that if you donate, we'll say, okay, if you donate $100, you'll get a fan and you'll get some soaps.
Okay.
So again, like that, not like you donate $100 and then what happens to it. You'll always have a memory of your donation.
Something, yeah.
Exactly. I donated to the prisons in Ghana, and this is what I received. And the workmanship is amazing of these fans. So these are the kinds of things that we're doing. So community work, we have children coming to the center, let's call it the office. They're coming there, and I'm teaching the children about concentration, how to concentrate, how to be successful in school with concentration, how to listen to your family when they're speaking to you. You do that, and then you can do anything afterwards. You must help your family. Because you see, in the West, there's this thing like, well, the children need to be in school. The children need to have fun. Mind your own business. It's cultural.
Yeah.
And these children need to understand that they have to help their families. They're not unhappy.
Yeah.
They're happy in what they're doing. So we think that, oh, they're doing this. And I've seen some narratives like that. And it's wrong to say that. It's part of the culture. It's a family thing.
I think one thing that sometimes we that grown up in the West, or people that grown up in the West, don't see it in difference. There's different mindset here in Africa and over there.
Right.
In Africa, I can see a child, my neighbor's child, outside. When that child is making any mistake, I can easily smash that child's bomb and call the parent and say. And when I do that, that child will be in trouble with the parent.
Right.
So the moment I shout on that child, came and stop what you are doing, he will even beg me, oh, uncle, don't tell my mom. You see, that is different mentality from there, that when you even talk to your neighbors, listen, probably they will even call police for you.
Right.
So the system is deceiving people in the West.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember when David Cameron came, he said, I want to change the systems, the school system. I want to give more priority to the teachers and to the parents. They have to. They are dealing with their kids. They train their kids at home.
Yeah.
And the teachers take up the rest. They have to take control rather than the social workers or whatever saying, oh, you are mishandling the kids.
Right.
You need to smack the child. You need to tell the child what you are doing is wrong. You see, that is the two different things that we are facing. That is of no good for our kids. Mostly, when I say our kids, mostly the black kids. I live in England. I can see what is happening there, stabbing and all those things. I remember I was in Edmonton 2021. I came to Ghana and I left there June. I was somewhere in Edmonton police station just beside get almost to the Edmonton Green police station. There's Asda there. And where I'm driving, this young boys came with mask on, start stabbing the other one. It's just opposite the police, but no police came. And no one can go there and tell them to stop. They were using motor. They stabbed him several times. So I put my hand on the horn, beep, before they start running.
Right.
No one. Everyone is afraid.
Yeah. But here I see they'll jump in right away. They're not playing that.
You see, that's two different worlds that we are living in.
They'll
And
jump
it's the
in
same
right
black
away.
kids. You see? So when we come back here, we need to change our mindset.
Yeah. Because there's things I've seen, Kwaminat, where I'm thinking, if this was in the West, they would call the police. They would say child neglect and all kinds of things. And I sort of looked at myself. I said, you know what? I see now how it's not our business to say that it's neglect and it's this and that. It's culturally the way that they do things.
That's it.
As long as a child's not being abused or being hurt or anything like that, this is the way they do things in their country.
That's it.
And so you just leave it alone. That's it.
That's it.
And so the children, they'll come by in the community, they'll come and sit and they'll talk to me and they like to be with me and I share little things with them and it's nice. I like that, to be able to.
And this is how it's supposed to be. We live in a community and it's supposed to be in a community.
Exactly.
One thing Africans are not doing is just to unite. That is the problem that we are facing. So Sisi, with this organization that, charity organization that you are in, how many years now? It's just in a year since you've been
Yeah,
in?
it's just right. Yeah. So basically, it's really getting solidified now that I'm here. And it's just really sort of we've been doing things, but now we're sort of making it more official is what we're doing. But the work has been done. I'm seeing, and the beauty of it is that I work based on energy. I work based on that way. And so energetically, everything is aligning up. So I don't have to go out and look for something like we got the phone call from the prison. And, the children are gravitating and coming. And we've had different things where children have come there and large amounts of children and we've been doing social programs and stuff with them. So that's how I work. Whatever's going to happen, I don't have to go out there searching for it. Whoever needs that support will come and get that support. So because I work based on energy, that's why I'm in Africa, because energy was showing me, or spirit or God or whatever you want to call, that source, that supreme source was guiding me to come here and serve the people of Africa. So to give and not to take from Africa. So to be with Africans, to show them my love, to support them, because that's my role. So not to come and expect, and this is where I'm going to repeat that, because this is where people fail, because they feel like I'm coming here to get something from Africa. Africa's going to heal me. No, it's not going to heal you. If you leave and you're dealing with something, it's going to come here. It's not going to change. So don't look for anything. Whatever's going to change will change, but not you expecting that they're going to do this to you. Or Africa, the country, the energy is going to do that. Or people. That's not going to happen. No expectations. This is where we fail. We expect things in life.
I think we expect too much.
We do. Absolutely. What is there to expect but just be it?
Okay. So now, tell us your other experience in say Ghana. Before we had a contact, I think it's because of the scamming conversation that I had with Mr. and Mrs. Joseph.
Yeah.
Let me say just a bit about them, and before we go on.
Sure.
That video that I put it on it, I always said, I am not trying to, damage Ghana image. I had a lot of insult conversations, comments. People think, someone even go, hey, you don't have to do that interview. You don't have to bring that on this. But then people have been deceived. We have a lot of good people in Ghana.
Absolutely.
At the same time, it's like everywhere. We have also scammers.
Yeah, sure.
We have bad people. Mm-hmm. But there's a few bad people. But it's because if people do good, it doesn't go far like you do bad.
Right.
So the bad will flip. So what they did to those Mr. and Mrs. Joseph was wrong. And we need to tell the people
I agree
to
with
be
that.
aware. It's just to let them be aware when they are coming back or if they want to visit the country. Mm-hmm. That is the reason why I did.
I agree with it.
And the good thing is, Mr. and Mrs. Joseph are coming soon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes. They are coming soon. Mm. So they are coming back.
Great.
Soon. Probably this week.
Oh, so I might be able to see them. That'd be great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah, they are coming back. Mm-hmm. So if you want to, they called me and they say, if anyone that want to see us, we are available.
Oh, great.
For the year to see them.
Lovely.
Yeah, so they are coming. Mm-hmm. And it's one good part of it. If they don't, I thank them for them even to voice bring their voice out because, they went to some places. They didn't, some of the YouTubers don't want to, I'm not condemning anyone, but I'm just saying, they went to 2-3 places, they said they don't want to bring this thing out.
Yeah, and that happens, it's okay.
So, I did it.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
just to educate people, because I have been scammed before in Ghana
I don't
so
think
many
anyone
times.
hasn't been scammed.
Yeah, so many times.
Right.
But I'm from Ghana.
And you're
that
Ghanaian, right?
Yeah, I'm a Ghanaian. So why will I say I'm not going to do it? I'm not going to stay in Ghana. I will stay in Ghana. Exactly. Even over there, there's scammers.
Right.
There's scammers in the Western world. Mm. So,
thank you. I'm glad.
Oh yeah, there's scammers.
But it's a high-level scamming.
Oh.
We're talking $1 billion scams now. We're not talking no chump scams.
No.
We're talking $1 billion. So they learn from the best of them. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. They've learned from the best, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And so this is where it comes from.
It is what it is.
Let's be real.
So, that is true. So that's the reason why I made that I had that conversation with Mr. and Mrs. Joseph. Mm-hmm. And that is where we get connected.
Right.
And tell us, what is your experience about this particular, about this scamming issue or a lot of negative that you had and the positives? Tell us about it.
Well, fortunately for me, and you touched on that, it's all about how you prepare yourself for certain situations. So I was prepared for those situations, those scamming situations, based on all of you sharing stories, all the YouTubers sharing these stories, those who want to. And I think it's important to share because look what's happened out of what you did. Yeah. So never listen to, oh, you shouldn't have done this and you did this and you're defaming. And I heard a YouTuber say that just yesterday. She said, there's nothing wrong with someone saying something about your country to help. Yes. Don't take it personal.
No.
It's to help. So what you did was very beneficial.
Beneficial, yeah.
And I like that. I love that you're honest and you said, come and I'll share your story. It's important. So I have not been scammed. I haven't been. In the beginning, I was supposed to live a certain place. It didn't work out. And it took some time, but I got my money back. So it was okay. I didn't get, and I just was persistent and I followed through and I got my money back. And it came at the right time. So this is how I see things. It didn't work out for me when I wanted the money. I thought I needed money, but it came when it was needed. So it's fine. So I didn't get scammed. See, my philosophy is, I was sharing a little bit about that, that I practice something called Raj Yoga meditation. And in that, I understand about the law of karma. I don't know if you know about karma.
Yeah,
People talk
I know.
about karma.
Yeah,
So karma simply means action. So for my action, there's a reaction.
That's true.
So I don't know if I've done something, whenever I've done it, but it will come to me. So I always try to do things right. So karmically, I've not done anything wrong as it relates to that. I didn't come here with that mind that someone's going to scam me or that I'm going to go there and get from anyone. So therefore, it didn't come to me. So scamming has not come to me. I was spared that. So I didn't have none of those experiences. But when I first came to Ghana, I was telling you, I didn't understand the culture. And so I was trying to tread very carefully in respect to that culture. And I took a lot of sorrow because I didn't understand how 1 minute you'd be talking to me, next minute you're yelling at me and angry at me. So I didn't understand that. I'm like, why am I here in Ghana to deal with this? Especially as it relates to the trotros and going here and there.
Public
they're yelling at you and grabbing you to put in the trotro. It's like, stop. You know,
come and take mine. Come and take mine. Yeah. And this
so
one
that
is
I
grabbing
didn't
you.
understand. Now I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good old laugh with the chotros, with the mates and the drivers. I'm having a great. So this time around, I'm here in Ghana time because again, I understand there's that undertone of little aggression under there. It's like there's that passive kind of aggression. So it comes out sometimes.
Yeah.
And so that once you're prepared for it, you've got this. So now I've got this. So nobody can come and sort of try to
push you or something.
Right, exactly and try to bully me into buying something. Or I remember one time I was looking at this bag and I was saying, oh, how much is the bag? Can I look at it? Next time, don't ask me, huh? It's like, it was like, okay. So, and I tried to make them understand certain things. Like I was saying to this young man, I passed my stop and he got distracted by the woman that was arguing with him. I said, next time, don't let her distract you because you made me pass my stop because you made her. But he received it because of the way I spoke to him.
Yeah.
I respected him. I didn't try to demean him or to belittle him. I respected his space, but he received it. So the way that I speak to people, they receive it.
Amen.
And they understand it because I've got a very unique way of sharing things. So I speak to everyone, even the begging. I will tell them, no begging. I said, if you need something, it will come to you. You don't have to ask for anything. You see, everything is right here in Africa. You've been fooled to think that you don't have anything, but you do. Because the resources are here, but you've just been robbed of the resources.
That's true.
I mean, let's be real here. It's the truth. I'm not saying anything that if anyone takes
that's
by
true.
that, Africa is a rich continent.
Extreme.
But it's been, exactly. So the mindset is that we're poor.
We don't have anything.
That's not true.
Because we think about the cash.
Exactly. But it's the resources, because without the resources here in Africa, where would the West be today? Where would it be?
No way.
So I'm not being disparaging to the West either. I appreciate living there, growing up there, being born there, living in two major countries in the world, and great things happening for me, and I appreciate it and stuff, but I need to be honest. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I didn't run from America. I want everyone to know that. I didn't run from it. I didn't run from there. I ran from England to America. And I saw the consequences of that because I really had to, because I used to say, I hate England, I don't like it, and I ran. But what I did was that I went back. I had to go back and then settle everything that I said bad about England. So I know not to run from anything or not to say anything bad. I appreciate everything that both countries have afforded me. I lived a very great life in America. Fantastic. I live in a predominantly white neighborhood.
White populated area.
Nobody was disparaging to me. It was one of the best places I've ever lived ever.
Where did you live?
I lived in a little village called Pawling, Pawling.
Pawling.
2,000 people that lived there. It was predominantly
In which county? New York, JC?
It was in New York State. Thank you for that.
State, yeah.
It was sort of mid-state, not upstate, but mid-state. And I never had nobody give me any wrong look or cursed at me or was discriminated against me. Nothing. I've never had no problems in that village. It was the most amazing time ever that I had there. So I don't want people to think that I've run there now I'm bashing America or I'm bashing. No, I'm not bashing none of them. But I want to be truthful because I think that those out there who want to come to Ghana, to Africa, they need to know there's nothing to be fearful of. Just come with an open mind, come with an open heart and receive the country, receive the richness of it, receive the sun. I no longer need vitamin D now. I'm getting the natural vitamin D. I'm excelling, I look well, I feel well, I'm doing good because this is where I need to be.
I love that. You said something about Egypt. You are living in 2 African countries. Tell me a bit about Egypt. Because even me, I'm from Africa. I know most of the west part of Africa, but going to the north, I don't have idea. Not many. I've been to Morocco, I think once. But in terms of Egypt, I have no idea. How can you live?
Yeah, somebody had asked me that. How did you get from west to the north? And again, it was that spirit. It was a YouTuber that had mentioned, and it resonated with me. And he said, when you go to Africa, you should go to Ghana first.
Wow.
And then Egypt. So that stuck with me. So what happened was I did exactly that. And it was the right thing to do because Ghana really is that African experience. It really, truly is. When you come to Ghana, you're experiencing Africa in its core. So I went to Egypt and it was like that calling had came to me. Again, somewhere I never thought I'd ever end up. And I went to Egypt, and I've heard the narrative about Egyptian are racist and they don't like black people. Huh? They are black. What are you talking about? They're black. Egyptians are not racist. I've not had any bad experience where anybody said anything negative to me. When they see me, they have treated me very lovingly, very kindly. I've met an amazing family there in Egypt that have welcomed me like their own. I've never, ever experienced family life like I've experienced with them ever.
Wow.
They love me. The community, I might go to Cairo for the day. And when I come back, welcome back, sister. I'm like, only went for a couple of hours. They're like, just love me. They appreciate me. I go to the market. And they'll say, oh, my sister, and they're blowing me kisses. They love me. So they have received me like I've always been there, like I've always been a part of them. They know who I am. They embrace me. There's one family there that have accepted me like their own, like I'm their sister. And so they want to give me horse, they want to give me dogs, they just want to do everything for me, and I am appreciative to them because I've never had that family life ever before. And so I've finally got to experience what it is to be in a family.
A family member.
Even the little one, when I was going, I said to him, oh, I'm going to have to take you with me. And when I left, he didn't see me when I left, and he came looking for me. Where is me? She said she was going to put me in her bag. So it's that they love me and I love them. And I live in Luxor, not Cairo. Cairo is very busy, like any major city in the world. But Luxor is just like, I love every moment of being in Luxor.
How far is from Luxor to Egypt?
It's about 7-8 hours drive.
Oh, wow.
And so I fly. It's only about an hour by flight. I've done it twice by road, but it's a lot. It's very taxing.
Just like going to Tamale.
Just like going to Tamale. So I just do the hour flight back and forward, and that's it. But even Egypt Air, I'm enjoying flying with Egypt Air. And Egypt is a great location centrally. It's about 5 hours, 6 hours to America. Same thing to the UK.
To UK, yeah.
And I also go to India. That's another whole. We can maybe talk about that. So I've been there about 5 times. So it's about 5-6 hours to India, 5-6 hours to Ghana. So it's great, centrally located. So it's a good choice for me as it relates to being able to navigate. And I hoping to explore other countries in Africa. I'm hoping that happens as well.
Do you do something special in Egypt, like any organization or something?
Well,
like
in
that
Egypt, what's happened is that it turns out that I've just naturally I'm being a host. While I was here in Ghana, I was hosting somebody in Egypt through the family, because they have a tourist business.
Oh, wow.
So they do tours, and I mean, they're like top notch as it relates to tours. So they have the boat, and they take people around.
Oh, well,
and
then I may go to Egypt through
not
you.
you may, you're coming.
Okay.
No, May,
That's
you're
great,
coming.
yeah.
We'll have you come there. And people have been coming through. Like, you know, people that have never wanted to come to Africa before either say, oh, I'm coming to Egypt. I want to see you in Egypt. So I've been hosting quite a few people. When I go back, I'm hosting people.
Okay.
So they're just coming, and they're getting to see, even like when I was there, I met someone who was in Luxor. She didn't have a very good time at all. And we met them. And she has like these thousands of followers on social media, and she's going to write something very disparaging. But once she met with Ahmed and met with me, it changed her whole perspective. Because we took her to all the places, and she had an amazing time. Her and her family had an amazing time. So I was glad. And that's my role, to make people come to Egypt.
And feel
it and see the trueness of Egypt. It's not what you think. So because they stare at me and laugh that they are racist, a part of it is that. They might stare at me and smile, like, oh, and I smile at them back, and it's not that they're racist. They don't see people like me. They don't see with the skin, but they like it. They've told me, I love your skin. I like your hair. They like it. So they're only staring at me because I'm different, not because they don't like me. It's not that at all. So you see how we go back to what you said, Kwaminat. What did you start with? Mindset.
Mindset, yeah. So it's all about mindset, yeah. To live happily in this world, it's also about mindset. If your mindset is negative, you get negative. If it's positive, you get positive. So as you said, karma, whatever you react to, it comes back to you. Be nice to people.
Oh, yes.
And they will be nice to you.
Exactly.
It doesn't cost anything for you to be nice.
It doesn't.
No.
Even if someone is mean to me,
just be nice.
Just be nice.
Or do away with that person. Go away.
If they don't want to be in my space, I'm still going to send them good vibrations. I'm going to send them that light, that positive energy. But it's okay. It's fine. It's like, if you don't want to be with me, if you don't receive me, it's fine. But I still love you, because you know what? You are still my brother.
That's it.
You are still my sister.
That's it.
Because we all say we're children of God, right?
That's it.
So we're children of God, we are related, we are one. We are one, all of us together. It doesn't matter what color, creed, or class, or
whatever religion you belong to.
It doesn't matter.
In the end, it's called God.
In the end, it's
the
called
Creator.
God.
Yeah.
And I love the African word, Baba, Father.
Yeah, Baba, yeah.
Also an Indian word, Hindi word, Baba, Father.
Okay.
So to me, I call God Baba. Because he's my Father.
And he's the father of everyone.
Guide. He's the father of everyone. Whether you want to reject it or not, he's our father. In each religion, we see God as light, right? God is light to us. So he's our light in our life.
That's true.
And if you make him your light in your life, then you will be light, and you will live a beautiful life. You'll experience things.
Oh, yeah.
But you always have to say, God is my light. And I must share that light with everyone. So that's my life. That's what it is. I live my life like
that means in Egypt as well, you also do the same thing like basically you want to do here.
Yeah, and it just happened organically. It's nothing I went there to do. It just happened.
So things are falling in place as you start coming to Africa.
Yeah.
Things are falling in place.
Yes.
like the way you want it.
It is, without me even knowing I
That's
wanted
it. You
that
didn't
way.
push for it. It comes.
Just naturally.
Because I think because you make your mindset that you are coming to give, not to take.
I'm coming to give and not to take. Africa, I'm not coming to Africa to give me anything.
So the one you are giving, you're getting it back.
And that's karma. That is the law of karma.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay. So keep watching Kwaminat TV, like, subscribe, and share. And as I said, when you share the story, it's part of your contribution of also telling the story. Not all of us will get in front of camera, but subscribing and sharing, like, leave comments, keep us going. So kindly subscribe if you are new, and also if you are old, I love you, and share, like, leave comments, anything that we're talking about, anything that you also want us to talk about, whether with Cecilia here or with another person, and say, oh, come on, this conversation that you had with this person, I want you to go back and maybe say something else. Just let me know. Then we'll connect with the people. Or if you yourself want to come and share your story, this is what we believe in. Sharing story. Tell your story. Tell your part of your story. Let her tell her part of her story. Let me tell my part of story.
Yes.
And bring it together and make a decision and move forward. That is why Africa needs to unite. That is the key of all what YouTubers are doing. That is the key to unite Africa and Africans all over the world. So that means, Peter Tosh said, he said, no matter how, if you have the color,
You are
the identity,
African.
this is it. You can be born in Poland, Northland, wherever. This is it. And Africans, the only one who can make Africa great again. So we need to come together and make Africa great again. Keep watching Kwaminat TV, like, subscribe, and share. Sissy,
I love that.
let's run up. And
Yes.
if you had opportunity in Africa, what are the 3 things, as you are in Africa, so yeah, what are the 3 things you want to change? And what are the 3 things that you want to bring in?
3 things I wouldn't want to change anything in Africa, to be honest with you. I would like the political landscape to be more mindful of the people of Africa. I think that there's too much of that self-serving, to say it mildly. There's a lot of the self-serving.
They serve themselves.
And they are there to serve the people of Africa. And right now we know how things are with the depreciation of the currency.
Or the currencies, yeah.
Right? And, you know, one of the YouTubers is saying what is good is to help in any way that you can, as it relates to, and that's for everyone, especially those who are bringing dollars. Yeah. Right now, your dollars are big.
It's big. It's huge.
So come and add to the economy. And the person said, like, even if you give a few more CDs, I'm not trying to say, you know, give me less than whatever. No, I'll give the extra 5 CDs or whatever I can do to try and soften the punch. But if I do it and many others do what I'm doing, then it will help. So that's what I feel, that those of you who've got dollars, you can bring them. Now's a great time. If you're thinking about coming to Africa, come, bring your dollars, your pounds, and come and support in that way. Come and partner with a Ghanaian this is what I'd like to see the diaspora come and partner with a Ghanaian and to do something great for the people of Ghana. Bring your skills and don't come like you're coming to tell them what they should do. No, come and work with them, because there are also expertise in what they do.
That's true.
So bring the two and merge the two together to do something amazing. And again, for the politicians, I understand, I'm not going to get too much into that. I understand there's certain things that they can and cannot do. But just remember, it's the people in Africa, whether it be Ghana or wherever, that elected you to serve them. You work for them. You work for the people of Africa, not the other way around. And they need to understand, and that's anywhere in the world. You work for them. They're paying you.
That's it. We put you there.
Exactly.
So you need to work for us.
Exactly. So that's one of the things. What was the other thing you said to me? You said 3 things that...
I said, yeah, you want to change in Africa or you want to bring it in.
So I think I summed it up in those 3 things. And nothing else. I think that the people, I admire them. The only sort of confusion that I'm seeing is that the fares are going up on the trotros, and I feel it for them. I do. And so as it relates to that, I think that there needs to be something done about that, because it can't be, okay, I left Somanya on Monday, it was 19 CDs, and then Friday it was 23 CDs.
Too much.
That's a big jump.
19 cities and 23 cities.
It's cannot continue.
Because the fuel is going extreme up.
It cannot go on like that. So what's happening is that there's a lot of stress as it relates to that. But what I admire to the West, what I admire about the Ghanaians is that they get on with it. So then you don't hear them, you'll hear this little complaining about the CDs and all that. But they just keep on. They just keep on doing. You're not going to keep on hearing them going on about the same thing over and over again. They're getting on with it. They're going out with their water on their head, their food, whatever. They're going out there. And I admire the strength. I admire the strength of the African persons. I admire that. I really do. I'm learning so much from them.
I'm glad.
So I'm saying, yes, I'm saying, come. That's one of the things. I come and see how you can learn from the strength of Africans. And also the third thing I would say about the African mind. So for you as a diaspora, a Ghanaian diaspora who have come back, see, you went with your Ghanaian African mind.
My mindset.
You went with that mindset to the West and you saved your money and you came back and you established this and more. They've seen a smidget of what you've established. And I said that to a Ghanaian the other day because he was talking about going to, I said, let me tell you something. I'm going to be real with you. If you don't go to the West with an African mindset, you're going to find yourself in trouble because the African mind is an entrepreneur.
That's it.
In the West, we are taught to be dependent. We're taught to be a consumer. But I'm learning from all of you. So don't think that you're coming here to teach the Africans anything. No. You can come here and learn a thing or two from Africans. I'm learning from Africans how to be a true entrepreneur. So yes, that's what I would say. Okay,
I'm giving you a chance to put your social media handles out there of your non-profit organization that you had in Somanya or in Ghana here and the one in Egypt as well. So it's up to you.
So what I'm going to do, we talked about that. I'm going to give you all the information. You can put it in the description because I want to give you all the information out there. But I encourage you to do the same. Anybody who's watching and listening, they should do the same. Come and create something, partner with a Ghanaian, and do your due diligence. Don't come
That is the main.
Don't come and say I've been scammed and this and that. You know, we're quick to blame others, but what did you do? Did you do your due diligence?
No, that is the problem.
So look at yourself.
That's it. That is why I said we have a lot of platforms that when you are coming and if you think you are not sure of the person you are dealing with on Facebook or someone that introduced you, oh, I'm a Ghanaian and come to my family and they will help you and you are not sure, connect with those platforms that we have, like I'm here, Kwaminat TV is here.
Yes.
There's Wadamaya. There's so many platforms out. If you want to partner with if you want to connect with the local YouTubers like me, or if you want to connect with the diaspora YouTubers also, you can do that.
Exactly.
But just connect to someone that will link you to correct organization, because there's also a lot of organizations here 126, African American Group, African Caribbean. There's a lot of organizations that if you connect with them, you won't have any problem. No one will pass through behind and come and scam you.
Right.
Don't come as individual.
No.
And also,
no.
I always say that if you are coming, first come and visit.
Yeah.
If you are not sure, just come and see.
Exactly.
Put your foot on the soil and see that if your ancestors are calling you, or the spirit, the energy is calling you to come back home.
Yes.
Come and see first.
Yes.
Please. And as Cecilia said, do your diligent. Make an investigation. Look through it. Talk to people. Those who have lived a decade.
Right.
I have a lot on my platform. And they all have contact numbers there. Connect to them. Call Kwaminat and we will sort you out.
Absolutely. Nicely said, because again, it's not the scammer alone. It's also you. You
don't
are
leave
part
yourself.
of it. And you see, we don't want to look at ourselves. We always want to blame someone else, but we had a part of what happened to us.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
And also, this scamming issue will also put you into another step, because sometimes you can even protect yourself anyhow, but then the little thing, the way you set your mind, the little thing will make you see that they have scammed you. Probably the energy is giving you another level to go.
That's it.
And that's what I said. Mr. and Mrs. Joseph's own, it has been positive.
Right. I've had a good experience. It's been a positive.
Yeah, it has been
despite
positive.
the little thing, it has been, to be honest with you.
In life, there should be challenges.
There has to be.
That's
It can't be a smooth sailing.
So anything that comes to you in life has a reason.
Yes.
This is how I take mine.
Exactly.
So I don't struggle too much. Anything that happens to me, I know that it has a reason.
Right.
If it doesn't come today, it will come tomorrow. Keep watching Kwaminat TV. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you for coming. And
thank you.
I love your conversation, and I love you sharing this with me. And I think we have a lot to say, because you mentioned about India. We didn't finish with Egypt well, and we haven't said much about America and UK, but we have another day.
Sure, absolutely.
To meet.
Sure.
Keep watching Kwaminat TV. Like, subscribe, and share. And guys, I also say that I love you all. When you leave your comments and share and give me thumbs up, I love you all. And I love you. I want you to keep supporting Kwaminat TV. By watching the video alone is supporting me. I'm not talking about financially. Just support me by watch the video, leave comments, subscribe, and share to another person. And let me tell you something. The outfit that I'm wearing today is from Captain Bay. Captain Bay, a young Ghanaian who is a designer. He does a lot, but he chose to do these things for me. He do most of my outfit. If I'm having the conversation in the studio, if I go out, I wear Kwaminat TV. But if I'm here, he does a lot for me. And it's Captain Bay. Captain Bay, you can locate him at Agbogba Police Station, just opposite Agbogba Police Station, just around there. And I will leave his contact on the platform as well. If you want him to do you like this, he will do you. It's very nice and pretty. So keep watching Kwaminat TV. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm still the youngest old boy. I sign off. Thank you, my sister.
I was looking at your outfit. It's very nice. It's very nice.
Yeah.